Thank you so much, guys, and do follow the other Klas' official social media platform and the social tags like Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere else. But we're gonna jump into the game here.
And our captain seems to have a message here. Patching up to the captain.
Welcome everyone on flight 005 Sanhok. This is your captain speaking. We are right now cruising and the weather looks good. GC finals, thank you.
Sanhok! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. PUBG Mobile Global Championship 2020 Finals. The best 16 teams in the world eyeing that championship. Sanhok, this is it. Let's go, people.
And suddenly we got a raging man on top of the plane there. But looking at this, the smallest map there is 4x4 kilometers, and it's going to be the mainland for the circle. Out of all three islands, this is going to be a tough one. Who drops into the boot camp? It's going to be Alpha 7, but it will be contended by RRQ later. Well, we do have a very busy Paradise Resort here. Data Athletics and also Abrupt seems to be nearby each other. Well, Bigetron opt out to go somewhere where nobody else will take this compound. They don't want to contest way too early head on.
But I noticed that one team member from Secret Jin actually dropped into Painan, and Painan has another team there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he actually gets out of Painan. But here we go. So it looks like the circle, it's going to be a kind circle. ChuChu, I miss those evil circles.
You know what? This time I have to agree. We haven't seen any evil circle or an unpleasant one for the players, but very entertaining for us viewers and casters. But the circle has been very generous for the players as the players these days. But it's the grand finals. Maybe we can have one or two games that probably in the last day that are going to challenge the players to do something else about it. But on the side of Konina Power, well, they're going to be okay. Those coming up of very late rotations will be the teams that actually land themselves, parachuting themselves into the smaller islands, whether it's going to be the Alpha or the area of Painan there, which is going to be a bit concentrated. But the bridge around Painan is the crucial one. It's going to be Death Bridge for most of the teams.
Yeah, those teams who actually may rotate in from ruins, that will be very, very interesting. For the northern bridge, just beside Hatin, I don't think there will be any gatekeeping. So if Futbolist chooses to go through that bridge or chooses to swim over from that area, it should be fine for them. But for the side of Painan, that's where we need to keep an eyes on for gatekeeping that could happen there. Maybe RRQ Athena, who dropped into Painan, may be the gatekeepers, but we'll need to wait and see if they choose to do that. At the same time, let's look at a comparison between Silas and as well as Suk. Looks like Suk having more average kills there, ladies and gentlemen, showing that he is the stronger fragger between the two.
Oh, they are angry men. What do you expect them to be? They like to be angry and killing people a lot in this game. I mean, outside they are very polite and very friendly guys, okay? Don't judge them by their in-game name. On the side of RRQ, they have a bit of getting back together quite well. I have to say, if you compare them with their regular season of the Globals, they are improvising, but they are steadily going at a very slow rate of getting better. But on the side of Power Trooper 8, I love to see how Koropai just being the phone on anybody's side when it comes to backstabbing. He always performs. He knows how to play at the flying side especially, and he does it well. On the side of Abrupt Slayers, they have a bit of a rocky situation sometimes on a roller coaster, but NOVA-XQF here with the Star Rising team, Zeus, right across them. Also accompanied by one more team. It's going to be Alpha 7.
3 teams in the same area. This is going to be something interesting. Total kills right now, 4 AM, still leading the charts with 58 kills, 10 kill gap with KDA. Wow, they are ridiculous. No wonder they're called 4 AM, 4 Angry Men. But now we can see that Senatix has been knocked down and he'll probably be taken out. Mafasio trying to go for the wrap around here, but he cannot find where his opponents are at. But at the same time, we can see that IC managed to get a first blood in this round. And Swagger Ghazali have been knocked out by Rory, and now Godless have been knocked out by Powerboy through a nice nade. A belly has been knocked out in another location as well.
Who needs weapon when you have abundance of grenade in the pocket? While looking at Abruptly, they're trying to take in the opportunity. They will have to stand down for now. NOVA-XQF watching in. In the meantime, they have one more team watching, breathing down behind their necks here. Icy is being ice cold right now. He can NOVA-XQF. He has to bow down, disengage. I have to say, Icy and Joel, but where to run for them? Because Abrupt Slaves will corner them down. In the meantime, they're trying to run away from all the teams that try to slaughter them. Where would they go?
Where would they go? I see now he's really praying that they don't see. Yeah. So, but Paraboy, we can see last two team members of Zeus eSports are at, but Zeus eSports, they'll manage to live to tell the tale another day. But for Alpha 7, only one team member left at this point. So Alpha 7, Law, my goodness, he's going to have a tough time here trying to hang on.
That's tough for him here. Abruptly is fanning out as four individuals separately while they're trying to corner down where Zeus is. And in the meantime, Zeus is again being sandwiched by two teams, just like how they were in the first few games here today. They just start to get the Alpha 7 around the corner. So Zeus, NOVA-XQF still trying to find their whereabouts while Zeus is still cowering inside of this building. I'm not sure how long can they stand here. How long can they defend? Because if they want to exit out now, this should be the right time.
Yeah, or they're just probably waiting for the zone, since now the zone is closing in. So let's see where the zone actually shifts. But again, the trend here, ChuChu, like what we see, most of the teams, they are playing in the middle of the circle. So early rotations for most of the teams, they actually go in. Some of the teams, late rotation. So like what you observe and what you mentioned earlier as well, there's not really much of an in-between. It's either you're really late, you tank out a little bit of the blue, or you go in super early and you pick your prime position. So yeah, that's what we can see. I think about 70% of the teams, they are going in for the early rotation.
I mean, like, if you're tanking the first phase, it's not as much painful because it's just going to cut down 0.4% of your HP per second. Not like the fourth phase where it's going to be, I think it's going to be 3 to 4% in 1 second. That's a huge difference, 10 times different for the tanking of the blue zone. So the first phase is still excusable, it's still understandable for them to actually tank it out for a bit. But in the meantime, they cannot just tank it without doing anything. They have to find initiative. They have to do and make some effort to actually find some utilities to just stand by just in case they got rushed in. The economy is one thing that they have to consider upon when they try to open up fires, when they try to force a fight, or even when they are trying to run away from the blue or even the enemies. So they have to put it in mind, the economy side, and also not just the rotation, the timing and judgment call as well. We're still at the first phase, 8 minutes into the game, the first phase still yet, but it's not going to be very soon until we're going to enter the second. Futbolist, on the other hand, their eyes, they have their eyes on Futbolist. They're going to PW888 who just rummaged into this warehouse. I'm not sure if this is a good idea for Futbolist.
Well, but Futbolists, they have been playing a very aggressive gameplay so far, even with only 2 team members. Even like in the previous round of Erangel, we saw the way Futbolists going up against, was it Aero? Yeah, it was Aerowolf. My goodness, it was only 2. And even that one, they went out of the zone, they went for the aggressive play because they want to pick up the kill points. And that's so far how we see Futbolists so far today. They are going for the aggressive. They want to pick up every point they can get. Oh, GZ. Have been knocked down by Zuxi. And now Bigetron Red Aliens. They're starting to show that they are super scary here in the PMGC. That one knockdown, it's surely theirs.
Oh man, that's an easy kill for Bigetron. Did not even put any effort to make that kill. There's gonna be 1 point for them easily getting it. But Kangzo, he didn't expect this far. Konina frozen. Look at that. They got cornered before, but now they're trying to take out Kangzo, who didn't expect this far. Come out from Konina Power. Kingsley thought it's no man's land, but apparently he's wrong. Around the cave, you don't want to slip over into that cave, but Frozen would just rush in to get and secure the kill of Kenzo. It's going to be a very painful moment to watch, but the rest of Secret Jin is tanking the blue at the moment. They have no backups just now. I'm surprised how far apart they were for Team Secret Jin.
Wow, I'm amazed how they spot out Kingzo. He was actually proning at the top of the hill, and somehow he can be spotted out. Man, no wonder this place they're playing in the PMGC finals, and I'm still trying to push from silver to gold.
Instead of Bigetron here to put out Secret Jin, I'm not sure if Secret Jin is having the real that or it's just really unfortunate for them. But apparently, after one Konina Power, it's going to be Bigetron Ray Aliens next for the next contenders. And Woke 2K versus Cosmos. Will they get spot out by the rest of Bigetron? They are very inside the blue, while Bigetron just managed to get out from the blue in a minute of time. And they call themselves gatekeeping this. I think they have the idea that there are some teams actually tanking in the blue. They saw them. So they decide they don't want to fight in the blue, but they will gatekeep it instead. They don't want to put themselves in a very pressure moment. So they put themselves in a safer zone first, then only go for the kills.
Yep, it does look like that with the information that they get, and of course from our view of perspective as observers, we can see that the southern bridge is being gatekept at this moment, and even for Konina Power, they can still move into the zone, and they can from that angle, right at the edge of the river, they can still gatekeep Bigetron Ray Aliens as well as Secret Jin. So it could be a couple of free kill points for them with that distance, but there will be a challenge for Bigetron Ray Aliens as well as Secret Jin. They cannot hold on to this too long. Now we are closing from the second circle to the third circle really soon. And oh, check this out, Salim, unfortunately, comes into the crosshair of Old Boy, and Old Boy beats him up, sends him back to the lobby.
When it comes to Marama, Salim is probably one of the best when he got himself the position that he needs to be. It's so rare to see Salim out of position like that in the open in the middle of a street here. I have to bow down and take the casualty for the teams. A1 Sinister on their sides, exchanging for his grenades. Where the blue or not, they will force the fight no matter what, and it's Konina playing Bigetron's game against them. The first team, will it be the first team to bow out? They lost 2 members again. Zaxi bleeding out. 1 more member left here, and Axa is not happy until he got the whole team to be wiped out, and Ryzen just swimming underneath the bridge, hoping he will not found out by these guys.
Yeah, you need to pray hard right now. Zuxi still alive here, but they are taking out the zone, and this is the third zone. Yeah, it's still not that bad if you can get the full boost and you have a couple of healing items, but how long can you last here? Axer, he doesn't want to let them go, but oh, Gonzo finally finishing off Ryzen. So Zuxi is now the last man standing for Bigetron Red Aliens. Still taking out the zone. And at the same time, this is what I mentioned earlier, right? Yeah, they can still play by the edge of the river. They still have a little bit of the zone. They can keep Bigetron out. And there you go. Couple of kill points for themselves. Konina Pao now having 4 kill points.
The thing is, I think Konina Powers knows his Bigetron, and when it comes to Bigetron, the person that always underneath the bridge is gonna be Ryzen. So straight away, they tried to aim for someone underneath that bridge, and they caught one, and they thought, it's Ryzen is over. So usually the one that just carrying himself and make sure he got himself covers underneath the bridge is going to be Ryzen. They never thought there would be one more members of Bigetron still well and alive, hoping for them to actually go away, and he will try to rotate in, playing the position for his team. Here goes back. We're gonna go into the replay of how Konina Power caught Bigetron Realis just now. Didn't see that one coming, but nevertheless, Zoxy still got found out by team of Konina Power, and so they got themselves 4 points in the back as the start of match number 5 in Sanhok.
It's tough for Bigetron Realis. They had a good game earlier on, but this round, the first team to be out, and they only managed to secure 1 kill point, and that's about it for them for Sanhok. So, well, 2 more Erangel rounds for today. Let's see how they fare in the final 2 rounds. But moving over now to NOVA-XQF, they have Futbolist in front of the Futbolist. Today being one of the aggressive teams, but not being aggressive against NOVA-XQF. Of course, that's because they have a road being in the middle between these 2 teams. So they don't want to go up against any team like this, because between the distance of the road and also between the distance of Futbolist and also NOVA-XQF, even if they choose to rush in, that's enough time for players like Order or King, who's at the forefront, to just spray them down. But we move over to Navi now. PW 888 managed to get that 1 kill off Navi.
I'm surprised why so many players actually try to run in the middle of the street instead of taking into the shadows and using the vegetations that they have around them for covers here. They are taking too much damage by just opening themselves into the open field. In the meantime, we have 15 teams still, but a lot of them have a heavy casualty on their side. And now Navi try to pop the smoke, hoping he will just camouflage himself, but Triple 8 TTT still managed to get smoke. Nevertheless, they're still trying to go in for even more. Matic and also Old Boy. Now, we've seen Old Boy did a huge clutch before. It's not impossible for him, even though it's 2v4. He has no problem dealing with this as long as he can get into their blind spot. Now, Old Boy, he has to also race against time here with the blue being his enemy, second biggest enemy there is. While Power Triple 8 still getting one more. Matic is now on the ground. They rush in. They will try to finish off. Clean sweeping off the floor. It's gonna be Old Boy left. He tried to revive possibly, but he doesn't have enough time. He needs to get out now.
Not so sure how he's gonna do that, but yeah, there you go. It's a confirmation that Navi is eliminated at 15th place with only 1 kill point. We move over to Swen here now, getting the knockdown to Dante. And now Dante, they are at the lower ground. Team Seeker is actually lurking around. UI at the forefront here. They are gatekeeping this. Now Team Seeker, they're playing the gatekeeping game here, ChuChu.
Keeping or not keeping at all. While RRQ, NOVA-XQF, Jimmy happens to be saying hello from the window. And now RRQ, by the window panes, they've been taken down painfully. 4 a.m. Sanhok, on the other hand, tried to toss a nade. We've seen him tossing a lot of great nades before. And now the reign of nades has begun. The battle of nades all around the place. Digital Athletics versus 4 a.m. Will Zeus spot in as well? I think they will sit this one out for now. But look at that! Nothing seems to connect, but Silas slowly chipped down by the slow toss of 4 a.m. PW 888 finish of Alpha 7 eliminated at 14.
14 with no kill points, so nothing back home for them for this round. And now the zone is going to close in onto these teams at the same time. We can see that Matoy has been knocked down by Sinister at another location. Silas now trying to go for the wraparound, but gatekeeping is happening here. 4 a.m. is stopping KDA for actually going 4 a.m. We need to make a move themselves at the same time. Abrupt Slayer is actually at the edge of the zone. The zone will arrive very, very shortly. Razy now with a long range shot onto 4 a.m. trying to move in, but 4 a.m. right in front of them. Are they going to be the backstabbers here from KDA? At the same time, Zul has been knocked down by Joker, and iShot have been knocked down by Sinister. Zul will be finished off by Joker. Joker will have the last lap here, but D2A being taken out by 2K.
But never, I think that's like a huge. Oh, never mind. The Joker, Abrupt players, they didn't see this one coming. Same goes for Cinder. There's so many teams. It's the great migration of for Fate here. Apparently, and Swan tried to get a bit of a loot from his buddy death box. But Rainzy starts to move against Savan, and Savan have nowhere to hide, no covers, except for one particular tree, and Rainzy saying hello! No, he missed it! It's just a little bit towards the right side, but it's never gonna be Digital Atlantic Chaos because Power Triple Eight still away underneath that nose, and Rainzy almost got that 3 kills there, but never mind, it's just not his day. Abrupt Slayers taking down on PW Triple Eight, who just overexposed themselves with that kind of spray previously just to take down one of the team members of enemy. While Brazy now start to run. These are athletics. That's the thing about Sanhok. When they start to run, they forgot that there's so many eyes on them. They just happily run and sacrificing themselves willingly towards the teams that try to take them down.
And talking about sacrifice, looks like Ice will be sacrificed to the play zone. And now we can see that Shari as well have been knocked out by TT. Shari will be finished out by... Oh, okay, and there you go. Secret Jin will be out at 12th place. TT has been taken out by the zone. Man, the zone is now almost being the MVP as we can see. All these players, a lot of them have been tanking out the zone for quite a while. Matoy, now for the side of Team Secret, they don't have the zone at this point. They have a 3-man split there. And Joker have been knocked out by Solus, the man without a soul. But Solus have been knocked out by Lovazin.
I don't think he can actually revive him for now, for Solus, because look at that! It's gonna be 6% HP, takes away bit by bit. And look at spray from Lutz, he's really raging it off, and that barrel control is amazing. With M416 now, he's climbing out from the house. It's gonna be around the quarry, if I'm not mistaken, and now one more team is that is gonna be Zeus. Took them a while, with only 2 members since the start here. I have to say, they have been defending so well, and now Futbolist, what was that? Razy taking a glimpse on Matoy, straight away shot him down on his knees. Now Team Secret has no way to save Matoy. They are too far apart and hoping to save by the bell. It's never going to be any of his teammates here. Yuha is too far from Matoy. It's across the river. 2 teams back to back eliminated, including Abrupt players. We're down to 7 teams with only 20 players alive.
Wow, wow, wow. It's just so fast. Whoa! That long range shot, my goodness, coming in from Yuhai. As you take out Razy, it's like, oh, you take out my daddy, I'm taking you back. There you go. The revenge coming in from Yuhai. Rex will give himself to the play zone here. And Soke is actually right in the right below. Kuwari need to find a way to go back up. Lovasi have been knocked down in a different area. And Jimmy as well has been knocked down. Aerowolf is still in this. Yuhai have been taken out, and Team Secret is out at 5th place with 6 kills.
Still maintaining 5th place. Yeah, Team Secret since yesterday, but NOVA-XQF for a boy. Seems to be very low. He got knocked down first. They need to save him. He seems to be the one of the biggest fragger for the team, but Futbolist come out from the flank side, and now they are rushing in 2 by 2 here. How Aero will be trying to approach it. They are being backstabbed as well. Nova being actually wrapped around by so many teams. Cornered. Futbolist there, and there's also no other teams, and Aero coming up from behind. Konina Power coming in as well. Nova has nowhere. Just one hard to do cover.
Yeah. More teams here, 8 more players, ChuChu.
For the first time, Aerowolf Limax is gonna jump in to try to take and snatch that chicken dinner for tonight. It's the night they've been waiting for, but Aerowolf, will that Klas be a miracle grenade? But Frozen! Remember, Hazel not from that far! It's across the pond! And Superuna tossing out, he did him, but it's the wrong place! He didn't toss it to anybody, it's just empty snow! blaster across him. It's gonna see Maruna, but they're gonna kill. He got that. He got that crosshair on top of it. Like the mine didn't clip with that red dot. It did nothing. And now he's costing out a lot of agility. And he actually spotted on one. Full of top. Down. Trying to get on guns now. And now he got the higher ground. Aerowolf. They've been waiting for this forever. They needed